So Google Opal recently became available as a gem as part of your GEMS Manager within the Gemini app. And everybody has been talking about how easy it has become to create a no-code mini app just by writing a single prompt, which is spot on. You can absolutely do that. But there is a lot more that you can do. It has these advanced capabilities where it can access different types of tools. It can access different types of APIs, for example, Weather API, Maps API, Search API. And it can also write output in different structures and different formats, for example, docs, sheets, as well as a web layout. So in this video, I want to take you through what is actually possible beyond just writing that single line of prompt and really getting that superpower out of Google Opal. All right, so you know what? Let's start with that single line of prompt and see what it comes out with. And then we will transform it to another level and see what that end result would look like. All right, let's get right into it. I'm in my Gemini app and I'm just going to go very quickly to the GEMS Manager here. And this is where you can access Opal. So if I click on the new gem and I'm just going to give it a prompt where I'm saying, create an app to help me evaluate neighborhoods for real estate investment. So I'm going to give that prompt, very basic, very simple prompt, and it's going to figure out all the steps that are required. So just FYI, I'm using the Pro version of the Gemini app. There could be some feature differences if you're using the free version versus the Pro version versus the Ultra version. All right. Right now, what it is doing is it is generating a high level plan. That means all the different steps that would be required for Gemini, for the app to be able to produce some sort of a report. So I've given it a bit of a tough task here just to see what it comes back with. All right. Looks like it has generated the app. You have the location, you provide name the location, it'll do a deep research and it'll structure and refine the report and then generate an HTML. So let's provide a location and then off you go. It has already started this. Now, while it is doing it, let's click on this Open Advanced Editor and then it actually takes us inside Google Opal where you are able to really supercharge your application. Let me tell you how. All right, so before we go there, I just wanted to show you what it has already generated. So I'm going to click on full screen and you can see it has done a really decent job here, right? So BK Real Estate Insights, Comprehensive Investment Report, Overview, an Executive Report, and you can see the key investment metrics. Reports vary significantly, average home value. So it's pretty good, right? A rental market overview, demographic insights, local market trends and stuff like that. So this is like not at all bad to begin with. It has done a pretty good job, right? Now, we'll keep this in mind and we will go ahead and transform this here and see what else we are able to add to this. And then we will compare and contrast the initial report and the transform report, all right? So now with that in mind, let's get into Opal. All right, so I am now in Opal and you can see that whenever I click on anything, right, on the right-hand side, you can see the details. So if I click on the conduct search, you can see that it is using deep research with Gemini 2.5. So if you want to use the latest model, right, you can use that. So the few changes that you are able to do right there is select every node and you can go ahead and change the kind of model that you want to use. For example, here I want to use the latest Gemini 3 Pro model for image creation as well as for research. Within any of these nodes, you have access to something called as tools. So if I type in @sign, I can see all the tools that I have available at my discretion, right? So I have Search Web, this is grounding with Google Search. Search Maps, this is grounding with Google Maps. Then Get Web Page, this is where you have the URL context. You also have access to Get Weather, which is the Weather API, and you also can potentially execute a code. And obviously, as soon as you have the different steps, you're able to use all of these steps as part of the node itself. Now, this is what makes it super, super interesting. So this is just one aspect of it. Now, also, if you look at this, like you click on the output option, that there are different types of output that can be generated. One is a manual output. The other one is website with auto layout. Then you have some other stuff available as well. So you can save it to Google Docs, you can save it to Google Slides, and you can also save the information directly into a Google Sheet. So you can see that you already have tools, APIs, and then you have different types of outputs that can be generated. And last but not the least, you also have the capability to upload your own assets. So you can upload directly a file, you can directly point it to your Google Drive, you can upload a YouTube video, you can upload any kind of text, or you can upload a drawing that you can make right here. So these are the assets that can be used by the app every time the app runs. So these things make it very intelligent. Now, Again, I just wanted to showcase all the things that are possible. Now, keeping in mind, let's go back and start to enhance this. Okay. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do is give this thing real-time data. So right now it's just doing a research and it is just using this particular query. So I'm going to basically change the entire prompt and I have something like this. So if you see here, the prompt that I've given is you're conducting comprehensive real estate research with real-time data. Location comes from there, and then market intelligence, I'm saying use this particular search tool. So this is where you have search tool available. So if you just do a @ sign, you can see search web. So I'm asking it to do a web search, which will get real-time Google search results for this location, for the market trends for 2025, for median price homes. So I want to be dead sure what is the latest and the greatest, right? Then I'm also asking it to do like location analysis. And this is where I'm going to use the search map. So this is where grounded with Google Maps, a tool is also available directly. So I'm going to use that. And then you can see that I'm asking it to search the maps for top rated school nearby. So this all information can very easily come from Google Maps, and it is providing all of that. And then I'm also doing the climate and risk assessment because I'm interested in a long-term investment. So I'm asking for it to use Get Weather API for that particular location that we gave. And then once it has all that information, right, then I'm asking it to create a structured investment analysis with these sections, which is market overview, location quality score, climate and environmental factors, investment recommendation, and include any data sources, etc., which are possible, especially the dates, right? So now I already supercharged my research by giving it access to real-time tools, as well as some of the APIs, which is available as part of Opal out of the box, okay? So that's the first enhancement that we have done, and I'm not done yet. All right, since I am making an investment, I would also like to use my own framework that I had created, and I want to upload that as an asset over here. So you see that these are different things that you can do. So let's say that I had a framework like this where I have a scoring methodology that I've created over the years, etc. And what if I wanted to use this? So I have the option to go ahead and click on upload that very quickly over here, right? So I have done that. And now I have the option to basically point this to my research, and I'm going to update my prompt. And as you can see, if I click on @sign again, the asset is readily available. So I'm just going to say that use this detailed framework to systematically score the location. And that is the prompt that I'm going to give as well, right? So now suddenly this particular agent has got my own asset while it is working through the tools and all of those things to generate a research report for me, which is going to be pretty handy. So that's how you would go ahead and use your own asset. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is add a visualization layer. So you can just click on generate and add a visualization layer over here. And then I'm going to ask it to do something like this, where I'm saying like create 3 professional real estate investment data visualizations based on the research which we have done here. So you can see that the research node has become super interesting. And this is the research node that we have now, which is based on our previous prompt. What I'm saying is I want to generate like visualization, which is basically 3 different charts based on that, right? Not only that, I also want to generate a video based on that. So here is where it gets very interesting. So let's say that I want to generate cinematic video for this particular location, and this is how it needs to happen. And this is the text overlays that you need to include. So you're now thinking about really enhancing the report into a very visual kind of a report, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide all of this as an input to my final output, right? So I also updated my prompt here, and I'm saying that, okay, use all of this data, right? Use the research, use the video, use the chart image, and then combine everything so that I have this amazing web page which has got all of this embedded with media. So then based on that, I'm going to actually generate this. If I click on this and I say that, okay, let me just full screen it. If I'm going to say that, okay, I want something in Bee Cave, Austin, Texas, right? So I'm going to give this command and then wait for it to do its job. And you can see that it has already started the process here, and you can always go to console and see what is happening. So yeah, we gave this, and now it's calling 2.5 Pro. And then it is calling like the different models, and it is starting to take action, right? It's going to run for a few minutes and then come back to you with a detailed set of information. And then we'll go back and look into what that information is all about. Okay. So that is the kind of transformation you're actually able to do beyond just writing a single line of prompt. Again, it's still writing prompts, but you're just leveraging all the possibilities out there. So for example, you leveraged the possibility of adding your own asset. You leveraged all the different tools, search, maps, you also created video, you also created image. And then all of this makes Opal really powerful. So with that in mind, let's look at the final output. All right, looks like the final output is ready. So let's look at this here. Okay, so real estate investment report, Bee Cave, Austin, Texas. This is the median price, premium location, investment score is this, median home price. Okay, it's recommending to avoid it. And these are some of the charts that it created, right? It's declining. And it's quite accurate because the prices are declining. I think during the COVID, the prices increased quite a bit, but now I think the prices have slowed down. Location quality, you can see all the details here, local markets, demograph, potential risk and benefits, right? So overall, the analysis here is saying do not invest, which is very interesting, but this is what, has come out, right? So you can see that this is the report that it has created. It has got a beautiful video. I think it has got sound as well. Not sure, but it is embedded, so we're not able to create it. And this was the original report that we had, right? So you can see the big difference between this one and this one, right? So this is where you can absolutely go ahead and use the superpower of Opal. And this is what I wanted to show you guys today. I hope this video was helpful. You can now not only use Opal in GEMS, but you can use Advanced Editor to create super Opals. All right, so that is what I wanted to cover for today. I hope you found this valuable. Please let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. And if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button and please do subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.